Polishing is done on the back, the sides, the top. I've done spiriting off. I will do a polish in a few days when this is cured and really shrunk back enough for me to do that. Right now it's way too soft to actually take an abrasive to this and polish it up. Let's see if I can capture some of the shine on the camera. That looks pretty good. Here's a good look at the sides. Before I move on to the next video, I just want to review one more time about our steps. So the first thing was to prep the surface as well as we possibly could. Sanding marks, scratches, gaps, pore fill, everything. Next, we did the seal coat and got a nice build. We sealed off the wood and we prepared for the polishing phase. So then next was polishing phase. That has 5 parts. Number 1 is to charge our inner pad, squeeze it out a little bit, put it in the outer pad, twist it till you see that come up, and then dab it against the side of the bottle to, number 1, distribute the shellac throughout the whole muñeca, and number 2, to get a little bit excess out because we don't want that too wet when we put that down. Light strokes, straight strokes with the grain until it gets sticky. That's going to give us a build. And then we dab 1 drop of oil on the muñeca and then circular motions. Circle, 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 circle. And we keep going until those swirls start to get sticky. When we feel that sticky resistance, then we are going to go with straight strokes. Those straight strokes are going to use the oil and the shellac that's in the pad and compress some of that shellac into our finish, and it's also going to take all of our swirl marks out. As you progress through that, you can apply a little more pressure, a little more pressure, a little more pressure. And then once that is totally dry on the back of your hand or your cheek, then we know it's time to start that cycle over. After you've gone through that polishing cycle 3 to 6 times, then we can level it. Then we level with 1000 grit or 1200 grit. I use 1200. Level it just enough to get all those high spots out. We don't need to take it all the way down to a perfectly fine, white, perfect flat surface. That's not going to work. That's not what French polishing is. And then we start that polish cycle all over again. Then once we've gone through that polishing and leveling phase, to finish the guitar after we do a level, we do 1 or 2 polishing phases after the level, and then we're good. All we have to do then is spirit it off. Number 5 is spiriting. So pure alcohol, squeeze it, dab it off, make sure you don't have a lot in that pad, and then back and forth. And keep going until that thing is dry. When it's dry, take a look at it. Maybe you've gotten all the oil off, maybe you haven't. Just rub your finger sideways on it. If you see an oily residue streak go sideways, then you have to keep going. You can start over with a clean pad, inner and outer, for the spiriting stage. It may not be necessary because some of that shellac that is left in the muñeca is going to transfer itself onto the guitar. So you have a little bit left in that pad to still deposit. If you don't want to do that and you just want to really worry about getting that oil off, so go through the spiriting and more pressure as you get through spiriting, because that also is going to compress and level all of our shellac. That's a lot of stuff to remember. Hopefully you can keep track of it. I'll do my best to get a good description written in the description of the video. That about covers it. We'll see you guys in the next video.